60% of startups face major tech scalability issues within their first 3 years. And for many, it's the difference between success and failure. Hi, I'm Ian, co-founder of Focus 15, and today I want to talk about why scalable tech stack isn't just smart, it's about survival. So tech stack has become one of those phrases people throw around in startup land like everyone's supposed to know what it means. But you have to have one. If you've not got a tech stack and it doesn't roll off the tongue with acronyms from Planet Tech, you're a nobody. So what is a tech stack? It's basically a set of tools, platforms and technologies that you use to build and run your business. It's like the nuts and bolts of your business. And it usually includes a front end, what your users see, your website or your app, a back end that makes it all work behind the scenes, so servers, databases, APIs, which are really contracts between two parties and on how they'll communicate. Infrastructure, so where it lives, so that's hosting and deployment tools. And then additional tools, things like analytics, payment systems and finance systems that sit on top. There's an assumption that a tech stack only applies to a tech business. And to be fair, it's more critical in those models. But in today's world, how many businesses don't have a front end of some sort with an infrastructure and some support tools? It matters. It matters because these technologies or software packages are the foundations of your business. And they need to fit together in a way that's complementary, it's cost effective and really easy to scale when needed. Not getting the foundations right is like building a house out of jelly. It'll get more and more wobbly the bigger it gets, until eventually it just falls apart. So if you're a tech expert, you probably have a reasonable idea what the right step looks like. If not, it can get really tricky because tech people are speaking a completely different language. React, TypeScript, Node, AWS, serverless. What are you talking about? And to make matters worse, everything changes so quickly. What appeared right 6 months ago might now have been superseded by something better. And we've got AI, and everyone's business is now suddenly AI driven in some way, shape or form, so it can get really confusing. But as with everything, there are people out there who can help you decide what's right. But before engaging them, you should have a good idea in plain non-techie speak of what you want. So take your front end. It's relatively easy to find someone to build a front end for you. But then what? How often do you want to make changes? Who's going to do them? What will it cost? From my experience, you'll continually make changes to your front end to improve conversions, so make sure you have the freedom to change it easily at minimum cost. Most likely, you'll want to make changes in-house. Your back end and infrastructure. To some extent, the right architecture depends on how important tech is in your business and the in-house capability you have or will have in the future, because you'll want those choices to reflect the capability your team has. So if they have expertise in AWS or React, or you can pick it up quickly, and the choices you make will reflect that. Another consideration is cost. A lot of platforms and services offer free tiers that can soon become very expensive when you move forwards. So make sure you have a realistic handle on the number of users and activity you'll see moving through your stack. It's a similar story with tools. Some are must-haves. For example, you'll want to track front-end user activity and understand bottlenecks and dropout causes. So analytics are really important. You may need a third-party payment provider rather than holding information yourself. And financial software and the capability to submit electronically is now a legal requirement. And there may be others that you need depending on your industry. My only watch out is don't get fooled into thinking you need a tech solution before you actually do. There's a growing sense that you have to super tech everything, but you don't. You don't need to integrate AI solutions because everybody else is doing it. If it makes sense for your business, if it makes it more effective and efficient, then by all means go for it. But don't think you're missing out because you haven't got it. You might be able to manage customers perfectly well on a spreadsheet for a period, rather than subscribing to CRM software straight away. And you can send multiple emails on, things like Outlook rather than subscribing to mailing software. For every tool that you add, just ask yourself, why do I need it? How much will it cost now compared to the alternative? And what will that comparison be like when my business is, say, twice the size or 10 times the size? So plan how it will evolve. Your tech stack is important, even if you're not a tech business, because it impacts how your business is run. It affects your speed, your costs, your ability to adapt. And if you get it right early on, it will save you a world of pain later. So think carefully about what you need and find the right level of expertise to help you bring it to life. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, hit subscribe, drop a comment, or get in touch at focus15.co.uk. In the meantime, stay focused and see you in the next one.